Jalen McCluskey.
Jay just talked about the feeling you had a chance to get home. It was a hard-fought game. Just what are your emotions on your last game?
I mean, it's a tough loss. Of course, we wanted to go undefeated at home, but I mean, I don't really have too much to say about it. I mean, losing any time's hard.
UCF's a team that scores 30 pretty much every game. How do you feel like the defense played overall, and what would you take back if you could?
Not good enough. I mean, even if they did score every game, 30 every game, we let them score too many points tonight or today. And, I mean, the big thing was explosive plays. We gave up too many explosive plays.
Sure, you guys are so close. You just feel like you again, one play, one touchdown. It's been like a team that's been snake bitten of late. How do y'all feel about that? What do you do about that?
I mean, it might look like they're on the scoreboard one play, 2 plays here, but, I mean, it's the whole game. It's a sequence of plays. We got to cut out the penalties. We got to quit making mistakes. We got to be more assignment sound. I mean, it's a lot of things that's bringing us to these close games that can keep us away from them in the end.
Jalen, the passing game hasn't been in sync the last couple of weeks. Had some plays there at the end. What do you sense is going on there?
Just the offense as a whole. We got to be better. We can't get explosive plays, then always have a penalty. We got to execute, do our assignments. It's just, as an offense as a whole, we got to start the game better. We can't always wait till the second half to start scoring the ball. That puts our defense in a tough situation. And so we just got to be better at the beginning of the game.
Penalties that have been coming all year long. How frustrating is that you guys obviously drill at it over and over, but they still.
I mean, yeah, it's frustrating, but we're not pointing fingers. It's everybody as an offense. Not one position or person is, it's everybody as an offense. We all got to be better to move the ball down the field and score points.
Jalen, what about the consistency? There was some offensive drives where you guys were really clicking and connecting with Justin, and there was some that just looked like so out of sync. It just didn't look like the same offense. And come back out and you're in sync, and that inconsistency's got to be driving you guys crazy. Can you address that?
I mean, if 10 people do their job right and one person doesn't, then that could mess up the whole play. So, we just have to have 11 people do their job right, and we just have to execute, know our assignments.
You played a tough schedule, but how hard is it to be in this position now after being 5-1? You're 6-5, and got another tough game coming up next week.
Just keep pushing this week. We're gonna watch the film, make our corrections, and get ready for SMU. And we're going to be 1-0 against SMU, and that's what we're going to do.
Anything else? Corey, what did you had a couple touchdowns, but what did you feel was holding the offense back?
Just us not executing. Just like Jalen said, we'll have a big play, and then we'll have a holding call or a penalty. And, and plays like that, it really hurt us, because we need them yards.
Anything else? PJ, I'm sorry. PJ, was it tough at all to kind of recreate UCF's tempo at all, like throughout the practice week, or did it seem even faster in the game than maybe what you're watching on film or no?
We was prepared for it. I think our coaches did a good job of trying to simulate it throughout practice. So I think we were ready. We just gave up too many big plays. I mean, it's kind of that simple. Like, we lined up, we just gave up too many big plays.
They went for a lot of 4th downs, which you knew they probably would. They had a pretty high success rate on those. How crucial were those situations?
Very crucial. We gotta get out the field. Whether it's 3rd down, 4th down, we gotta find a way to get a stop. So, as you've seen, those were big plays in the game. They kept drives alive. And, I don't know how many times they scored off of them drives, but, I'm pretty sure they had a good percentage of scoring off of those 4th down conversions. So we got to get off the field.
All three of you, I could address this if you don't mind. Knowing that you've got this one game left on the road, what type of emphasis you guys as a team to get together and really make something happen so this kind of effort doesn't carry over into next week?
I mean, I think the big thing is we can't let this loss keep us down. We got to go into next week, with the same energy that we've had all season, practicing hard, still hitting the film room hard, and basically just don't get down. You got to flush it down the drain and just start back up next week.
Just have this motivate us, and understand that we need to win that last game, and just keep going.
Jalen?
Just keeping everybody accountable in practice. If you see somebody make, penalty or something in practice, nobody's calling penalties in practice, but, see it, address it, because we can't have penalties how we usually do, where we get big gains. We had the defense on their heels, holding. Now it's first and 20, first and 15, so we can't do that. We have to keep everybody accountable and just keep pushing through the week, watch film, and get ready for the game.
Anything else? All right, guys. Thank you, guys.
Oh, disappointing loss. I wish I knew the reason why we don't start very well. We haven't started well for a few weeks. We switched a few things around, practice, and that didn't seem to do the trick. They're an excellent ball club. They're 7 points away from being undefeated and probably a top 12, 13 team in the country if that were the case. And a lot of weapons. We just, everybody thinks it was, lost with the onside kick there at the end. It was, the plays that happened earlier in the game that, had a lot to do with the outcome of the game. And, we did a good job early driving the ball between the 30s, and but not great when we needed to get in there and get points, and had a few third and longs they were able to convert that hurt us as well. So, disappointing. And I like the fact our guys fought back, and we've done that all season. But, for us to become a major player in this league, we got to win games like that, and that's something we talked about down in the locker room.
The passing game just isn't in sync, or a lot of pressure on you. A lot of times you just didn't seem comfortable throwing the ball. You would tuck it and run.
Some of those were our best plays. When he took off running and they had guys covered, and I hate to say, I got to look at the film on some of it, but sometimes it's an offensive lineman, it's the receiver running the route. Sometimes it's a quarterback. And that's what we've got to get better at. We talked about doing your 1/11th and not making those mental mistakes that just kill you. And put you in bad down and distance situations, and we're not a drop back team, so that hurts us.
How close do you think this team is to?
I think we're close. We're close, but that doesn't make it feel any better. We're not to the point, talent level where we can roll the ball out and just beat people. We got to be on point, and we're not. I didn't feel like we were today. I thought there was some mistakes that were self-inflicted, and we got to do better.
UCF's 3 losses have come when they turned the ball over a lot. You mentioned how important that was. You didn't get a takeaway. How crucial was that?
They score 34 points on you, and you almost think you played decent defense, which, it's kind of, things have changed here in the last 10 years. But, it was, we just didn't make enough plays and didn't play as smart as we needed to, and that's on the coaches and the players.
Because sometimes it's a whole game effort. This one was strange from the standpoint that there was some offensive possessions where everything looked like it was in sync and clicking, and some just looked like it was so honest that it didn't seem
Yeah.
one following the other.
That's what I thought. We had some nice drives for 40, 50 yards, but when it came crunch time and we need to get points out of it. You know, we missed a field goal early in the game, and then there's a couple times we were in that fringe area, you know, and we went for it. We're just a little bit out of field goal range, and we didn't get a conversion to continue on and get in the red zone and score points.
Special teams gave you a chance today.
Yeah, it's a big play by Stephon Hutterson, you know, and, you know, big play by him.
You had a punt too, Coach, that flipped the field.
Yeah, flipped the field. Big punt by Ryan Wright early in the game, and you know, gave the defense good starting field position. I think it was 6-yard line, something like that.
You had a loss at this point for the penalties because it's just not the NFL.
Yeah, well, it's just disappointing, you know, and you know, I got a lot of ideas for things we're gonna do in the off season and spring ball and all that stuff. But it's kind of hard to shift gears when you're in the latter part of the season. But we got to get better at that, and you know, it's sometimes it's you know, you got a guy that has a hard time getting in position to make the play, you know, or the block or whatever it might be, and sometimes just foolish penalty.
Have you been able to switch things around in practice this week? What are some of the things that you tried?
We met different, you know, with going over our openers. I wanted to get those in early in the week. We did. You know, we did some things different today. You know, coming out, we came in and met, and you know, most males are visual learners, and we had a videotape, and we showed some great plays that we'd made in the first quarter and games throughout the year, and you know, harped on it. Sometimes you don't want to talk about those kind of things. Well, we did that. It didn't work, so we did talk about it. We got to start better, and that didn't work either.
Coach, you mentioned you're not a drop back team. Do you feel like first and second down were kind of killers to get in some of those third and longs?
Yeah, you know, and sometimes you get a penalty, you know, and it's just, you know, our third down and distance is you know, not real good, and a lot of that's just because we have penalties, and a lot of times we don't get to third down. We have explosive plays on first and second down. But yeah, we're not a team that can drop back and throw it 35, 40. That's not our MO. That's what those guys kind of do. You know, and some teams you can do that, but right now it's difficult for us with, you know, to be able to do that. That's why we run the ball as much as we possibly can. We do a good job running the football, and it opens up the pass game. But when you get a penalty, you know, there's not a lot of good plays out there on 3rd and 13 or 3rd and 18 and those kind of situations.
Their quarterback who really hadn't run much.
They did a good job.
It seemed like that was almost in their game plan today. How much did that hurt you?
It hurt us. You know, when you're getting zone read, it was simple stuff. You know, each defense in front that you run is a little bit different. One guy's squeezing and taking the back, and the other guy's scraping and playing the quarterback. We had some, you know, times where guys weren't on the same page on that, and worked it all week, but it just didn't. You know, and they're going fast tempo. You got to be thinking quickly and you know, do the right thing when the bullets are flying.
You mentioned it didn't come down to the onside kick, but looked like a pretty sick. That's kind of the way you want to draw it up. I guess Merritt just touched it.
I guess he did. You know, that was a call they made.
Right. How much did you guys practice that particular type?
Well, we practice it all, you know, since preseason camp. We've got a bunch of different ones that we can do, and
You're 3-4 in the league this year, and you were 5-3 last year. But how much is that a testament to how good the league is this year?
I think the league's great, and in order to be successful, we got to get better. And you know, in some regards, I feel like we're a better team than we were last year, but we're it's not equating into wins.
Willie, do you feel like in the trenches, I mean, I know you mentioned you feel like you guys are, you know, really close with some of the top tier in the league, but in the trenches, do you feel like they're right there on both sides of the ball?
Well, you know, there's like all programs, there's some spots we need to get better at. You know, and I'm you know, that's what we got to work on with recruiting and you know, but these are our guys, and we got to coach them up and, you know, play the very best we can. It's, you know, today wasn't about, you know, we just didn't. If we execute and we play the way we can play, we're capable of playing. We we can win that game. We just didn't do it.
Well, sometimes to break out of a slump, you need something that these guys can hang their hats on or point to or something. Anything special this week, like maybe Justin returning home. He said in the press conference here how he hates to lose in the state of Texas.
Oh well, everybody hates to lose. So it's
Anything special like that?
I just we're gonna get after it this week, and just like we do every week, I'm very consistent with our preparation, and I think you need to be, particularly with 18 to 22-year-olds. They need to know what to expect, and we're gonna prepare our tails off, and we're gonna play great on Saturday against SMU. Everybody good?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.